Hey folks, and welcome back to the mountain. It's hot, really hot today, hot and muggy. It's still early in the day, so we're going to do a little bit of work outside before we go and inside and kind of hole up. We are New Englanders, so when it gets above 72 degrees, we're dying from the heat. Not really 72, I'm kidding. It's going to be in the 90s and really muggy today, and for us that just don't work, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So we're going to get a little bit of work done. As I mentioned before, we got 40, that's 40, meat birds coming in the next few days. Probably about 5 or 6 days. The little brooder we had for our egg layers isn't going to work for 40 meat birds, so we got to build a bigger one. So what I'm doing, I got 2 sheets of 8-foot OSB, oriented strand board, and I'm gonna cut them in length. So I'll have 4 2 foot by 8 foot sheets, and I'm just going to make a box with them, and that's going to be the brooder. We'll put a heat lamp. It'll be in the garage, not the basement. We kind of learned our lesson on that, didn't we?
Oh yes, we did. They stink.
After about a week, they stink and you get dust everywhere. And so yeah, like I said at the beginning of this channel, way back when, we're learning as we go.
We learned that one.
So these will be in the garage. I know we'll still get the dust and the stink in the garage, but when they're little baby chicks, we can't have them outside. They'll be in the garage.
And we can open the garage and air it out.
Yeah, and then there's that. So, pardon me, it's not COVID. I already have 1 sheet cut. I got 1 more to cut. And we're going to show you how I do that. It's really not that difficult. Alright, so what I've done first, I got a couple 2x8s laying down on the ground there, or 2x6, I'm not sure what they are. It doesn't matter. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here to the bed of my truck. I got my 8-foot sheet. I'm going to show you how to do this by yourself, because I do a lot of things by myself, because Joey's so soft and tender. It's a joke. It's a joke. She's not. She's actually pretty rugged. I use the term she's freakishly strong, and she is, trust me. And besides, she's holding the camera. Say hi, Joey.
Hi.
So, we're going to pull this out of here. Not quite far enough. Lay it down on the 2x. Slide it down. So it's the middle is in between the 2 2x. So now I can measure out 2 feet and mark it. And then we can go ahead and cut it. So what I do is when I mark it, I mark my 2 feet. And as you can see, there's lines on the board. There's these lines, so I just want to be able to know where my line is, so I just mark it, I just make that line there, that way I know that's mine. 2 feet. And now all I have to do is follow that line with my circular saw, which is right here. That's all there is to that part. So now we have 4 2-foot by 8-foot long sections. We're going to bring them in the garage. We're just going to make a box with them, and that's going to be the brooder. So we're just going to move them in the garage now. So as we said, we didn't want to put these in the basement, so they're going to be here in the garage in this area here. We got an area just a little bit bigger than the 8x8 that the Brooder is going to be. We got all the feet we're going to need right there. We're going to go ahead and set it up right here. I got to do without my weights for a couple of weeks, but I think we'll manage. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to lay down some plastic, and then we're going to build the Brooder. All right, folks, so you're going to be looking like you're on the back of the bike as we do this. So from the end of this to the end of that is 8 feet.
All right.
Exactly.
So we want just a little extra.
Yeah. So let's put this out of the way. Slide this over here. I don't know, even like right here.
Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, Molly. Hey, Molly.
All right.
Mommy, look up.
Of course, these boards are right in the way. You want to go over this a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Building walls. Monty's helping.
Thank you, cow.
Yep, hold on. Places right there. Wall. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to lay these boards down. We've got 2-foot 2x. We're just going to use them in the corner, screw everything together, and have an 8-foot square box. And that is going to be it. Now the blue edge on these is the factory edge, so that's going to be the smoothest edge, so that's going to be facing down. So we'll take this one, and we'll put it right here. Make sure this plastic is up. And take the next one and put it up against it, probably over here.
Yeah.
Now I'll grab my drill and some screws. Grab me one of them 2x.
Join Tony down here.
Alright, so all we're doing, we're just putting this 2x4. I'm just screwing the piece of OSB to it. Then we're going to take the next piece and screw it to it. Screw it to it! Got that one, hon?
I do.
That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna just make a box, 8-foot square, 2 feet high, and that's gonna be the Brooder. That's it. Our little Brooder, the one that was 4 feet, just ain't gonna be quite big enough for 40 birds. Now the other one was made so that we can just take it apart real easy. It just sets together. This, as you can see, will come apart real easy. Just have to take 4 screws out of each corner and it'll come apart. The 2x will be up against one of the boards somewhere. No big deal. So, could I get another 2x, my dear?
Sure.
These were just scraps I had lying around. That's okay, just like that. Oh, that's even better, isn't it? this one done. Into the pond. Should we do it this way again like we did that last one? You can see the problem, right? Okay. You see the problem. Not lined up good at all. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Good. Oh, he's looking up honey.
What are you eating?
Alright, let's push this up against the wall here. There, what do you think of that?
I think that'll work good.
Alright. Ooh. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. So, this is going to be our chicken brooder. It's 8 feet by 8 feet, it's 2 feet high. We're going to go ahead and hang a heat lamp from the ceiling. It can plug in right there. It'll hang right over like the middle. We're going to put a couple waterers, couple feeders in there, fill it full of pine shavings, and then we're good. So, in a few days, our chickens are going to be here, and we're going to put them in there. There we go. As you can see, I'm a little sweaty here, so I think that's going to be it for today. Like I said, we still have to put the shavings and the feeders and all that, and we'll show you that. In a few more days, the chickies will be here, and then we'll put them in here. You want to close this out, hun?
All right, like what you see, so hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to let you know when we put up new videos. And as always from the mountain, God bless.